Hello dear rimworld players, I'm Athalas, welcome back to my channel. In this series we are going to try a very difficult setting. We are going to try to survive in an ice sheet without the cannibal trait. Of course, during this period we probably have to eat some people, but we are going to suffer from a very significant mental issue since there will be no cannibal trait in our character Alice. Let's meet Alice then. She's a barkeep with good construction and shooting skills, and have a burning passion for intellectual work. She lacks a lot of skills and she lacks the cannibal personality trait, which is going to make things very difficult for us. The first problem she needs to solve is heating. Unfortunately, she fell down here without any clothing, and the temperatures are going to go below 0 centigrade during the night, and her only option here is using the nature itself. Of course, to balance the heat coming out of the geyser, she opens up the door at least for the summer. The next very important thing was the food. So she made a steel club from scraps she could find around and used it to hunt down every rabbit she can find in this snow desert. At the end of the day 4, every wild animal has been eaten, and Alice was hungry again. She saw someone is approaching, some tribal figure. She had only one thing in her mind: eating. She quickly captured Black and executed him painlessly. Now, it was time to wear and eat the flesh. Fortunately, he had a lot of pemmican with him, and Alice could survive for at least another week thanks to it. Now she solved the food problem. Alice needed to collect scraps to build a small study room. She needed to find a solution to grow some food in this extreme cold, unless Alice was going to lose her mind completely. Day 7 was going smoothly. She was researching in her study room until raiders attacked her small shack. The raider was a very good fighter, but he was a wimp. Even though he was a better melee fighter, he was carrying a gun, and in close combat Alice could have finished him. This is why she decided to wait. During the night, Raider directly moved into her house, and Alice smashed his head with her steel club. He wasn't dead. She took his parka and finished the job she started. Now, Alice was a dangerous woman with a revolver and enough clothing to protect her from winter. Even though she had the equipment, food was scarce, and the raider had to be a meal for her. For next couple of days, she collected items, researched, and hunted every animal that came near to her hut. Researching under no light was a big problem. To solve it, she built a wind turbine with all the steel she collected. Now, power of electricity was going to help her through her journey. Day 11 came with a great gift. It was an ordinary day. Alice was researching in her room until someone fell down from the sky. The wounded exile had a hyperweave parka. She immediately took it from the wounded guy and wore it. Winter made her crueler. Next day, the only traders around were passing by. She brought every meal she could get from them. These were going to be enough at least for 2 or 3 days. Now with more food, she could focus on enlarging her room and implementing a new stove to cook everything she can find. The first month was nearly over. Fall was coming with a raid from a very strong waster called Waska. The only way Alice to kill him was crippling him with a lucky shot, which came a little late, even though it was more than enough. Food was scarce again and Waska had to feed Alice, even though Alice was not happy with that. With that day, she survived a month in the ice sheet without having the cannibal trait. However, she had to commit cannibalism anyway. If you liked the video, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Also, if you're interested in strategy games, you can check my other videos in the channel. The story of Alice will continue with the next video, so stay tuned. For now, goodbye.